It's classic movies and more.
Hi, I'm Rob Medaska from Classic Movies and More, and today we're going to take you through the Rondo Hatton Classic Horror Awards. You can see the URL up top. It's highlighted in yellow, rondooawards.com. It's the official ballot of the Rondo Awards. For you guys not familiar, Rondo Hatton was a Universal horror player. He did a bunch of movies for Universal, and he's wasn't in many, but he's a classic horror guy of all time. As you can see, it's the 15th annual awards. How to vote is highlighted. All voting by email only. So best way to do it is copy and paste and email it to Mr. David Colton. His email address is right there to the right, the AOL address. And again, deadlines April 16th, Sunday at midnight, 2017. A bunch of different regulations and things are right underneath. You can see in bullet point. Again, just vote once. Don't everybody go crazy. Put your name in the email. And again, spread the word out, because the more votes, the better and the more realistic the results are. So we're going to take you through the different categories. First category is Best Movie of 2016. Bunch of movies. Arrival, Autopsy of Jane Doe, Captain America, Civil War, The Conjuring 2, Deadpool, Doctor Strange, Don't Breathe, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Ghostbusters, Legends of Tarzan, Passengers, and I'll be skipping through some of them, Star Trek, all right, down to finally The Vitch. Number 2, Best Television Presentation of 2016, Bates Motel, Ash vs. Evil Dead, Black Mirror, Channel Zero, Doctor Who, Penny Dreadful, Stand Against Evil, Strange Things, The Walking Dead, and finally Westworld. Yul Brynner would be proud. Third category, Best Classic DVD/Blu-ray, Black Sleep, Cat People, Carnival of Souls, 1962, Carrie, 1976, Shandu the Magician from 32, a little Lugosi, Circus of Fear/Five Golden Dragons from 66, Count Dracula's Great Love, 1974, Daughter of Dracula, 1972, Phantoms from 1913, Kino, Gog 3D from our good friend Bob Furmanek, Gold, 1934, German movie, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, It Came from Outer Space, 3D, again from Bob Furmanek, and finally The Thing Collector's Edition. Fourth category, Best Blu-ray Collection, American Horror Project Volume 1, Frankenstein, Complete Legacy from Universal, Guillermo del Toro Trilogy, Hammer Horror 8 Film Collection, Hellraiser, finally The Vincent Price Collection. Fifth category, Best Restoration or Upgrade, The Black Sleep, Cat People, Carnival of Souls, Carrie, Shandu the Magician, Count Dracula's Great Love from 74, Destiny, Kino, 1921, Phantoms, Gog, and It Came from Outer Space, both from Mr. Furmanek once again. The Phantoms remastered, Son of Frankenstein, and Terrage. Sixth category coming up, Best Commentary of 2016, William Peter, Blately, Stuart Cohen, David Delval, Steve Haberman, Tim Lucas, Gregory Monk, Maitland McDonald, David Schreiber, finally at the very end, Tom Weaver, who does a lot of the Universal. Number 7, Best DVD Extra, Bloodbath, Cat People from 1942, Carnival of Souls, Carrie, and you can see the categories to the far right, Count Dracula's Great Love, Skipping Down, The Thing, Tenebra, and Village of the Damned, 1995 edition. Eighth category, Best Indie Film, The Barn, The Dark Tapes, Dead Central's Monsterland, A House Is Not a Home, Hush, I'm the Pretty Little Thing That Lives in the House, Late Night Double Feature, Model Hunger, The Monster, The Night of Medusa, The Similars, Siren, Where's Quito, Nazi Hunter, and The Windmill. Category 9, Best Short Film of 2016, Eye of the Beholder, The Beast in the Cave, Theater of Fantic, Monster Man Mander, and Near Perfect Blue Sky, The Puppet Man, Samurai Dead, The Spirit Board, Stylist, skipping down to the end, Wraith. 10, Best Documentary, The Carousel, Charles Gilmore, Flesh and Blood, For the Love of Spock, Just Desserts, Kong, Long Live the King, No Stopping the Stover, and They Came from the Swamp, and 24,36. Number 11, Book of the Year, Bela Lugosi in Person, Beware the Moon, Dinosaurs, Ever Evolving, Down from the Attic, Euro Gothic, Fantastique, Forgotten Horrors, Volume 8. Hollywood's Pre-Code Horrors. I Cannot, Yet I Must. Interviews Too Shocking to Print. The Kaji Film. Night of Dan Curtis. Rock and Roll Monsters. Scrolling down. Scorched to Death. Something in the Blood. 1,000 Cuts. Tom Weaver's Scripts from the Crypt. The Turn So Gruesome and Unsung Horrors. Again, all these are Best Book category. Category 12, Best Magazine of 2016. Cinema Retro. I'll just go through some. The Dark Side. Diabolique. Famous Monsters of Filmland. Film Facts. Freaky Monsters. Horror Hound. Mad Scientist. Monster Bash. Phantoms of the Movies. Bitoscope. Rue Morgue. Scream. Shock. And We Belong Dead. 13, Best Article. Pick 2, one wins. Bunch of different articles. I'll go through just some of them. The Long Road to the Horror of the Long Shadows. That's a long title. All right. Bob Slay's Counter Prevention, The Whipping the Living Dead. Dracula and the It Girl. Bela Lugosi's mysterious relationship with Clara Bow. Gentlemen of Poverty Row. Go Back. Quicksand. The Monsters, the Myth, and the Magic of the Mud. God is Silent, but the Devil's Scrolls. I Am King of My Kind. Lionel Atwill, The Deadly Charm of a Lunatic. Nosferatu the Vampire. Variations and Virgin Blood. The Nurse in the Scientific Films. Silence of the Lambs, 25 Years of Cannibal Lecter. The Thing from Another World. A Wicker Man's Man. The Witch of North Birmingham. And again, these are just some of the books that are out there. As you can see, there's a plethora of books. So just pick 2 in your categories to go in there. Scrolling down, 14, Best Interview. Don Cascari, David Hartman discuss Phantoms. All right, as it's highlighted there. Ray Harryhausen, Tom Holland, H.G. Lewis, Cassandra Peterson, James Storm, John Sanders, and finally Tom Woodruff Jr. 15, Best Columnist. All right, it is Bay of the Living Dead, Camp Grindhouse, Disc Flicks, The Doctor and the Same, Fright Gallery, Gray Matters, It Came from the Bauman's Basement, Larry Blender's Star Trek, and a bunch of others underneath. 16 Best Covers. As I'll scroll down, you could just see some of them. Monsters, Film Facts, all right, Freak Monsters. Over there is Horror Hound, Christopher Lloyd on the cover. All right, scrolling down, you could see more Little Shop of Horrors. Mad Scientist, Monster Bash. All right, with the man himself over there. Scary, Scream, Bitoscope 100, We Belong Dead, Video Watchdog. All those are the covers. Great covers over there. 17, Best Website. Tons and tons of websites over there. All sci-fi, Bloody Disgusting, Blumhouse. I'll just go through some of them. Dread Central, Eddie Parker Gallery, Ernest Thesiger website. Apparently he's back. Fangoria, Film Noir Foundation, Frankensteinia, He and Cult Films, The Horrors of It All, Icons of Fright, Mondo Cult, Monster Magazine World, Ravenous Monsters, Ringstone Round, Scared Silly. Scrolling down, we see Shock Till You Drop, Spanish Fear, Terror from Beyond the Days, Vampire Over London, Video Watchdog, and Zombo's Closet. Alright, we'll be scrolling up to category 18, Best Multimedia Horror Site. Between Light and Shadow, Bloody Good Horror, Cult Radio A Go-Go, Dead Pit Radio, Doctor of the Dead Podcast, Bernie the Late Night Horror Channel, The Fantastic Films of Vincent Price, From Dusk Till Con Radio, Horror Happens Radio Show, Monster Kid Radio, Shockwaves, Scarlet the Film Magazine, and finally Trailers from Hell. All these best multimedia horror sites. Category 19, Best Convention of 2016, and there's a bunch of them. Alien, Blobfest, Chiller, Cinema Wasteland, Days of the Dead, Dragon's Con, G-Fest, Horror Hound Weekend, Horror Realm, Mad Monster Party, Monster Bash, Monster Fest, Monster Mania, Monsterpalooza, Monsterama. That's a bunch of monsters. Rock and Shock, Scarefest, Scares That Care, Texas Frightmare Weekend, finally all the way towards the end, Wonderfest. All places ranging from Louisville to Santa Rosa, and in between Parsippany and a bunch of Mars, Pennsylvania, a bunch of different places. Category 20, Best Live Event, American Werewolves in Santa Rosa, At Home with Monsters, Blob Panic, Count Gore, Frankenstein Lake Revisited. Sarah Karloff goes back to the lake where her father made that famous pitch with little Maria. Man in the Kaleidoscope Eyes, Radio Theater's Edgar Allan Poe Festival, Strange Night with Coffin Joe, finally Witch's Dungeon Classic Movie Museum, celebrating in Connecticut. All a bunch of live events. I again went through some of them. They're all scattered throughout, so again, check them out for this year as they come up. But Category 20, Best Live Events. Scrolling up, Category 21, Favorite Horror Host of 2016, The Bone Juggler, Count Gore, Dival, Dr. Madblood, Freak Show, Fritz the Night Owl, Gulagogo, The Gooligans, Gruesome Graves, Hollow Jack, Carlos Borloff. That's very hard to say. Lord Blood Ra, Mr. Lobo, Nigel Honeybone, Penny Dreadful, Son of a Ghoul, Sven Gulli, who Rob and I preview each and every week, his shows that are coming up. These are all Category 21 Favorite Horror Host. Category 22 Best Horror Comic. The Creeps, John Garfield's Tales from Halloween Night, Providence, Shadows of the Grave, Weird Detective. 23 Best CD. H.P. Lovecraft, It's Only a Movie, Love Themes, Stranger Things, Midnight Syndicate, Misfits, and Sinbad, Pirates, Princess. All those are the basic categories. The following are going to be basically the write-in categories. These are from 24 down to 29. So these are all the writing categories that you could put in. Feel free to put Rob in there, all right, as I might have done already, but I won't say if I voted. Number 24, Best Writer of 2016, includes reviewers. 25, Best Artist of 2016, all formats, paint, sculpture, and design. Best Fan Artist of 2016. 27, International Fan of the Year. 28, Monster Kid of the Year, who did the most to advance the cause of classic horror scholarships, film, preservation, and genre fun. Now, if Rob doesn't fit that category, all right, I don't know who did. And finally, 29, Monster Kid Hall of Fame. Below, you could see a list of the people who were inducted. And then over here, you could see a picture of the man, the myth, the legend, the one, the only Zachary, who passed away, 98 years young this year. Again, it's Rob Medaska, Classic Movies and More. This is basically the Rondo Hatton Awards for 2016. Please get out there and vote.